Alright, looks like we are live. Let me close that chat. I need to change this, because we're obviously not playing a game right now. Okay. And what is going on? Well, Zora, we are doing... This is something I've been wanting to do for the past couple of weeks. There's a death battle happening today. Oh, hang on. The audio is coming out of the speakers, not my headset. And this is gonna be a good one. Ah, shit. You know, it's a good thing you told me that. I keep forgetting that when doing YouTube, I have to fucking change the audio on that. Alright, let's try again. I mean, to be fair, this is not something that I normally do, so...
Another master of fire, huh? Why is it always me? Get off this island, pal, or you'll be nothing but hot ass.
Now, see, Zora, I would full screen it if it wasn't for the fact that, you know, I kinda need to see the chat. And obviously, I don't have the dual monitor set up yet for obvious reasons, so right now this is all I can do. Oh, excuse me. Although I should probably close that. No one needs to see that. I can do. Oh, excuse me. I didn't know that was... Pull it up on your phone. Nah. Alright, let me start sharing the link. Because we still have a good 13 minutes. Yeah. After this, I really need to start or work on that. And since Raw isn't here, I can have the chat be read out to me by the Caster Labs. Like, that's the only downside to having him as a guest, is I can't... Yeah. But I know you probably aren't too interested in this death battle today, are you? Oop. Don't show that. Nah. Let me hide that for the moment. I'm just setting or posting a link to it on X. And I should also post it, or at least update the YouTube thumbnail. Oh, fuck. Yeah, that... What the hell? Caster Labs read that brokenly. Let me retry that. Actually, let me rewatch the trailer. Okay, something just broke. Hang on. Let me make sure this is playing correctly again. There we go. Okay, so... Well, that audio is playing through for everything, so... Also, hello, Mono... Mono. That was a really bad time for that audio to suddenly break. It's time for a death battle! And let me BFFFFF. I am curious to know what that means. That's probably not the best description, but... Come on, save. Oh my. There's no carrots. Okay, so I'm assuming you're watching from the YouTube side of things. Let's see.
Another master of fire, huh? Why is it always me? Get off this island, pal, or you'll be nothing but hot ass.
There we go. Now it shows all the fun little badges and where you guys are watching from again. 6 minutes. Are you guys ready to have a massive fiery fight? Yeah, we need to keep the views on YouTube going. That way we can finally get... Of course. By using... What am I using? Stream Elements. Yeah, we need to get the YouTube side going again so we can finally get me partnered. After all, that's where Zora's talking from. I know you are, Zora. It's actually both, in a way. OBS, and you need a attachment from Stream Elements added to it to be able to stream on both. Okay, Mono, so are you... Zora has confirmed he's not really interested in the death battle, but he's my mod on there, so he kind of has to show up. Sorry, Zora. I wish there were some points you could not show up for things you don't care about, but... That's the downside to making you my mod. To a degree. But Mono, so do you have any experience with either of these franchises? Ninjago or BIONICLE? I'm just messing around right now with this awful third-party swindle for the Fall of Cybertron combiner team that they're working on. This fucker was a bitch to fucking transform. I finally got into leg mode and I said, you're staying there. Same. Though, ooh, excuse me. The only reason we're doing this death battle is because, again, like, I am just a massive BIONICLE fan. And I really wanted to watch this, despite the fact I have a bad feeling that Ninjago is gonna win this, unfortunately. Nice. But I'm guessing you never had any of the BIONICLE sets? That's not really a good representation of a set, but it wouldn't matter. I mean, you're not wrong. I'm 100% sure 75% of my collection is just BIONICLE. Actually, maybe 80%. Ah. Well, I think I have to add you to the Discord server after a bit so you can... Well, no, I can still send you the pictures on... No, I think the pictures are on my old phone. I probably won't, but I appreciate it. Alright. I probably have to reload it because it likes to take forever when it gets to this point. I don't think you're friends with them, Zora, so I'll do it. Oh, that's not them. That's a guy that got hacked. There you are. Kind of hard to find people when OBS suddenly makes it you only have one letter for your name. Oh, it's starting. Why is it still so long to count down? Whoop! Fucking drop my girlfriend's ring! Need to take it off. It's turning my damn pinky green. Ugh. This is kind of trippy. Yes, you do. Good luck with that. She's not in the Discord server. Hell, Scott here. No. Of course, Shady Do-Rags uploads a Daria review. Four, three, two, one. Oh dear. Death battle!
Versus Tahu. Who wins in an all-out brawl between Ninjago and BIONICLE? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. The year was 1998 when LEGO introduced us to the world of
Nice.
the Ninja.
Who can forget such classics as Ninpo Big Bat and Ninja Surprise? And the surprise is death!
The true death of the LEGO company, in fact. But then, out of the shadows, a decade later, the Ninja
Well, at
returned,
least
remade.
it sucks you always have to lose Discord to have it be. To have to make a new one. It's hard to think with this talking in my ears.
He had the patience for his line of work.
Guy's fiery streak couldn't be matched. It happens when your parents mysteriously vanish.
And that streak continued when some skeleton men kidnapped his sister, and Kai learned that within him lay the power of fire.
Thanks to the guidance of Master Wu, he dipped the hammer and anvil and did what any good brother would do. Become a ninja!
And after some intense training and a bit of spilled tea, Kai mastered the special technique of spin jitsu.
Look at him go! He's like a living Beyblade!
Well, it's actually a precise use of perfect balance to deliver dozens of focus strikes and rapid.
Yeah, Tornado Ninja, got it. He can
Yeah, Tornado Ninja.
his elemental power all around. And you know what that is. Fire!
Yes, Kai can throw fireballs, resist extreme heat, form protective barriers of flame, and even conjure a fiery rising dragon. Basically, shifting his spinjitzu into a more form.
Let me guess, it was that fucking Mr. Beast one.
Cool and zane to make a team of teenage ninjas. The Lego kind, not the turtle kind.
On a mission to gather the 4 golden weapons and defeat the evil Lord Garmadon.
He's the one who kidnapped Kai's sis. But hey, I've seen the Lego movie. This should be easy. He's a Lego mini guy. If he gets cut up, he just pops back together.
Nope, Ninjago treats their characters like actual people, not Lego pieces. Except for in the movie, but that's part of the Lego movie continuity, not Ninjago itself.
Oh, so Kai can take a hit, but he's not putting himself back together like everything is awesome.
Ah.
Which makes his quest all the more perilous. Long ago, the golden weapons were forged by the first Spinjitzu master to create the continent of Ninjago. Kai eventually gained the golden sword of fire, through which he can channel his elemental power. Fire.
So much so that if Kai is
Fire.
hit by a bunch of fire, he can use it all for a mega-sized Spinjitsu burst.
Unfortunately, Kai wasn't the easiest teammate to work with. Eager to rescue Nia, he went it alone, until he was tricked into helping Garmadon escape imprisonment. Whoops.
Bummer.
Oops.
But it wasn't all bad. They got all the golden weapons. And with his sister rescued, Kai vowed to become a real elemental master and prove he wasn't just hot air.
Okay.
Training, when he wasn't slacking off and playing video games. Befitting a ninja and a pro gamer, Kai is a master of stealth, can climb any surface, and is incredibly fast.
Alright,
Lightning, and is even a match with Jang, who could outrun his own elemental dragon.
Which, according to the Ninjago Visual Dictionary,
Nice.
can apparently fly at light speed. Yes, this
Oh, is that hell of a, or not hell of a boss, has been hotel related?
So strong, they can shake an entire mountain.
So even as a wild child, Kai's team kept him in check across a dozen seasons of blocky ninja action, where, frankly, nothing was off the table.
Who can forget the virtual world season?
So hopefully that means Tahu has a fighting advantage.
Really anything that would sell toys.
Meaning, Kai picked up plenty of ninja gear.
Okay, it looked like has been hotel to me.
Motorcycle, a wingsuit for flight, but swords of fire remained his weapons of choice.
Once, when Garmadon combined the golden weapons into a mega weapon, Kai and his bros went to the past to get them back, then pushed themselves to the limit, using the golden weapons to overload the mega weapon with so much energy, it exploded into a star.
While this did destroy the golden weapons, creating enough energy to ignite a star is absurd. For a mass to become a star, it must first cross a critical temperature threshold of approximately 4 million degrees Celsius.
And over time, Kai's fire got so strong, he could melt down those same golden weapons.
But no matter how powerful he became, Kai's hot-headedness kept getting in his own way.
Come on, Kai oozes main character energy. He was sure to get the title of Green Ranger, Green Ninja, the one destined to be the leader of the team and take down Garmadon once and for all, right?
No. Kai was chosen by Master Wu, but that didn't mean he was the chosen one. That honor belonged to the up-and-comer Lloyd, who happened to be Garmadon's son and Wu's nephew.
Typical Nago,
Oops.
baby. But even if Kai wasn't the chosen one, he still had a big role to play in protecting Lloyd.
In a surprising act of humility, Kai chose to guide Lloyd until he could defeat Garmadon. and the threats just got wilder from there.
But he always rose to the challenge. Kai's defeated Karlov, the Master of Metals.
Ah, okay.
The Master of Heat.
With his teammates, he took down the Great Devourer, a snake goddess that could consume the continent, and Nauticon, a djinn that could lift half of Ninjago's landmass into the sky.
And when these crystal weirdos had him on the ropes, Kai did a jump up, kick back, whip around, and spin to achieve his ultimate power, the Dragon Form.
With this, Kai gets a huge boost in power, can fight on par with demonic Onis, and can even harm the Overlord. Source of all evil in the world, who was as strong as the first Spinjitzu Master. Remember? The creator of Ninjago itself.
Then, by uniting with his pals, they summoned a giant golden dragon that obliterated the Overlord. Sayonara, sucker! That's the power of found family. And money!
Okay.
Kai's journey took him far and wide, where he beat the odds time and time again. Because, hothead chosen one or not, within Kai was the fire.
Fire!
The upcoming battle is the first ever stop-motion death battle, animated by Apartment D, the creators of Ruff Ruff Danger Dogs. They've got a ton of awesome stop-motion animations on their channel, like this, or this, or this. Make sure to subscribe to Apartment D's YouTube channel for more awesome animations.
That's the first we've ever had a sponsor by the actual person who's animating.
Straddled with debt and risking closure, they needed a brand new idea to turn things around.
They needed something epic, something that was Lego, but for big kids who love
Lore!
Enter Bionicle!
Bionicle begins on the island of Matanui, when 6 mysterious canisters arrived at the homeland of the biomechanical Matorans.
With help from a weird stone and this little guy Takua, out popped 6 very marketable warriors. The Toa!
They were Kopaka, Gali, Ohatu, Lua, Unu,
Nope.
and the
Nope.
self-proclaimed leader, Tahu.
So I'm pausing right there. They got those two last names wrong. It's Liwa and Onua, not Lua and Onua, or whatever they said. I do not know where they got the one for Onua, and Liwa has basically always been Liwa. It's rarely is he called Lua.
But what were the Toa? Tahu had no freaking idea. He and the others had no memory of what, who, why, where, all that important. Nothing. Dead empty.
But even as an amnesiac hothead, Tahu still wanted to protect the Matorans from a threat lurking behind the scenes.
Lego Sauron! No, wait, not literally. I mean this creepy guy, Bakuta, who just loves slaughtering the Matorans with his army of monsters.
Thus, the Toa Mata battled all manner of beasts with their elemental powers. And as the Toa of Fire, you can guess what Tahu was bringing.
Guns! Oh, fire.
Well, I mean, eventually he brought guns.
Tahu could shoot fire, set his sword ablaze, melt thousands of tons of sand into glass, and even stop a volcanic eruption. But even more importantly, he surfs on lava! Oh man, that's so cool! I mean, hot.
Tahu's fire is so hot that it can reportedly melt any known substance. Anything. And on the rare occasion that his own fire isn't enough, he can absorb flames from his foes and surroundings. But it would take all his might to face Matanui's trials and gather the Kanohi masks.
Magic masks that give extra powers. And
Basically.
scooped up a bunch of them. With his mask of shielding, Tahu can make an energy barrier that blocks all kinds of attacks.
There's also masks of telekinesis, super strength, super speed, and X-ray vision. And from his mentor, Bakama, Tahu gained the Mask of Time.
While its power puts a serious strain on the user, it's worth the risk when it can slow targets to a standstill. Plus, these masks can be swapped out whenever Tahu wants, thanks to a cyber totem that stores them all.
Which came in handy as the Toa battled monsters across Matanui.
Jesus.
Like the Gun, a beast that could fire lightning, which Tahu had to dodge multiple times.
But even from the start, Tahu was a lone wolf who preferred going solo, even if it meant leaving his Toa brethren in the dark.
Tahu tried to take on some big bads all by himself, and it went even worse than you think. He lost his powers, and he lost all the rest of his team's powers. Awkward.
But Tahu kept pushing forward, accepting his
Hey.
team as his siblings, overcoming his weaknesses, and rebuilding himself. Literally.
by jumping into a pool of liquefied cyber juice to become the Toa Nuva. Now boasting twin magma swords and later some slick adaptive armor, Tahu can fly and use his fire in new supercharged ways.
He can conjure fire cages, create lava pits, and steal the heat from other living beings. So much so that the process freezes them solid.
Nah.
As the Toa Nuva,
Oh, where's Tangia? No, oh, it failed. Let me try.
Arthur Edge asked me, are you high? High? No. I'm running on pure nanomachines and bad decisions, Jack. If I were any more locked in, I'd be punching the concept of gravity itself.
That's weird. I don't know why the fucking... Yeah, for some reason that one's not working. Try a different one.
Tahu and his team are among the strongest generations of Toa. Just as mighty as a much later iteration, the Toa and Nike,
Who defeated Umbra?
I know what you did, but
well, excuse me, princess.
yeah, that's weird. I don't know why what a load of bull isn't working.
A living beam of light. It was tough, but with some clever thinking and a mirror trap, they used Umbra's own super speed against him.
Hang on. I'm pausing again. I hate doing this, but Zora was trying to do the Tangia things that I have on the Twitch side of things, but the one he did wasn't working, and I don't know why. So
His most impressive ability is the Forbidden Technique. The move no Toa wants to use, because the absolute annihilation that it causes is unforgivable.
The Nova Blast.
Using all of his elemental energy at once, Tahu can unleash a blast so powerful that it can potentially destroy all of Matanui. Not Matanui the island, oh no, Matanui is also the planet. And
No.
not just any planet, but a
Matanui,
living celestial
there we go.
that became a planet.
Oh,
No.
here we go. If you think stuff like Warhammer and Elder Scrolls have too much lore, you're not ready for Bionicle lore. Don't even get me started on the shattering of fierce magma and the betrayal of the League of Sick Kingdoms.
But more than anything, Tahu was learning that a good leader isn't just one who leads, but is willing to be led. So he faced Matanui's final trial, the Mask of Light.
The legendary Toa of Light was destined to defeat Makuta and save Matanui. It's obviously going to be main character Tahu, right?
Nope.
Right?
Of course. Turns out, the Toa of Light was Takua.
Oh yeah, the little guy who opened the capsules at the very beginning.
The Toa were tasked with guiding this new member, something Tahu found surprising, but ultimately accepted for the good of the group.
Good thing, too, because they needed to be a solid team when they finally learned their true purpose. The whole reason they were built in the first place. Waking up God.
Long ago, the great spirit Matanui charted the depths of space until the Makuta pterodax poisoned Matanui like a cancer. Tahu and the Toa were meant to act like white blood cells, protecting the heart of Matanui and, should he fall, resurrect him.
Yeah, Makuta Matata's whole plan was to amass an army, hijack robo-planet Matanui, and rule the universe. And he actually...
Okay, so they're getting that wrong with Matanui. Matanui is not a planet. Matanui is a giant robot that's so big, he basically is a universe. So, make of that what you will, but they're getting that wrong completely.
pulled it off.
But Tahu and his team were ready to fight back, with every generation of Toa joining together to reawaken Matanui.
Then, alongside the Toa of Light, Tahu went on an epic quest for his final toy variant. Upgrade. The Golden Armor. Screw you, Takua. He's getting a gold mask anyway.
This armor not only increases Tahu's own power by several hundred magnitudes, but also absorbs the powers of those it defeats for Tahu to use. Just in time for all the Toa to come together for the final battle of good versus evil. Matanui versus Makuta Pterodax.
Giant Planet Mech versus Giant Planet Mech. Oh man, that's awesome.
With his new armor, Tahu annihilated Makuta's forces, destroying the slug-like Krata and taking their powers, like heat vision, quick healing, teleportation, improved accuracy, and disintegration.
And giving Montanui the chance to strike down Makuta for good. Lego God was pretty spent though, but before he took a well-deserved nap, he trusted his final message and the new world to Tahu. I guess he really is the main character.
Tahu led the way for the Toa, Matorans, and all the other peoples to create a new world. One for all Toa to see, shoulder to shoulder, united in duty and bound in destiny. For that is the way of the Bionicle.
It's true.
The battle's about to start, and this time it's sponsored by us.
And how does that work?
Because you can check out even more Death Battle on our website, deathbattle.gg. It's got cool merch, behind-the-scenes goodies, and every episode of Death Battle ever. Uncut, uncensored, unspoiled.
Why does that sound gross?
You can even give your own idea for a Death Battle to the creators of the show. Victor Cub, Chad, and Ben. They're...
Boomstick, what did you do?
What?
Oops.
Break the fourth wall like that? Reality is collapsing.
Oh no, wait. I know.
How?
Everyone listen, we don't have much time. Go to www.deathbattle.gg and sign up for your membership right now.
I hate you.
Oops.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a stop-motion Death
Death
Battle!
Battle! That's a small island.
Man, the merge brought some weird ones. Let's see what you can do. Get off this island, pal. Or you'll be nothing but hot ash. Spin Jitsu! I will not break! Another master of fire, huh?
Yep.
Always me.
Oh, damn. Oh, God. Oh, not in the back.
Time to heat things up. Ninjago!
Damn, already into a dragon, huh? No. Tahu can't use the Mask of Time. Only Tahu Nuva can. Oh! Oh, is he going to Lanuva? Yes! Damn, they actually did that.
With jump up, kick back, whip around and spin, that's the way of the ninja!
Oh! Ooh!
United in in duty. Bound in destiny. This is the way of the Bionicle!
Oh, they didn't even use the adaptive armor. Oh! Oh!
Now or never. Matanui, forgive me.
Holy shit!
First time for everything. Full power! Ninjago!
Oh no! I knew this was gonna happen. Bullshit.
Too hot for him.
No.
KO! No, wait, that figure was banned!
This match was not an easy call. Let's build this set by examining their speed, arsenal, and power.
First up, speed. With all that fire spinning around, staying one step ahead was super important. Tahu could dodge Avoca's lightning, but Kai and the rest of the OG ninjas were dragons that move at light speed.
Meanwhile, the Toa Anika could not keep up with Umbra, a light speed entity. And the Anika are similar in stats to the Toa Nuva.
Tahu definitely got a leg up with that golden armor, but Kai's got way more speed amps, like Rising Dragon, Air Jitsu, and the Dragon Form. Speed goes to Kai.
However, while Kai was running circles around Tahu, the Toa's arsenal had plenty of counters.
Kai's packing flaming swords, wingsuits, supercars, motorcycles, and even a mech or two. All cool stuff, but Tahu can stop time.
Exactly. With all the Kanohi masks plus the Krata powers, the Toa of Fire had plenty of powers I did not have a direct answer for. In theory, the Mask of Time alone could nullify Kai's speed advantage.
Yeah, too bad it hurts real bad to use. Like, really, really bad. Just one use almost took out Vakama. There's a reason why the Toa don't whip this out every time there's a new monster of the week.
So Tahu could not reliably depend on the Mask of Time for a win without serious risk of a self-KO. But he has dozens of other unique powers. The masks of shielding, speed, and strength help him keep up with Kai. Add in golden armor powers like heat vision, quick healing, and improved accuracy, and Tahu has the wider arsenal. A lucky shot with disintegration could be enough to tip the scale.
If Kai didn't dodge with his way better speed. So this all comes down to power. Firepower! Tahu's best move is the Nova Blast, which can wipe out a planet. But Kai's power created a freaking star. You know, classic ninja move. The Ninja Star!
Well, a star was made, that's been confirmed multiple times, but it was a team effort utilizing all the golden weapons. Kai's clearly not blasting people with the power of a star on a regular basis, but neither is Tahu with the Nova Blast, a move we technically have never actually seen reach planetary levels of destruction, only heard of it.
The Toa usually battle monsters that can break mountains, like the Borok, while Kai and Co. fight foes who tear apart the entire continent of Ninjago. Not like Tahu was throwing hands with Super Mecha Makuta. That was Manui's job. Still, the Star and Nova Blasts are their absolute peaks.
A star's gravitational binding energy far exceeds that of the planets. Even dividing it between the four weapons vastly exceeds any of Tahu's best showings.
And hey, Kai's still the one who lit the fire! His own flame can melt the golden weapons, and even this official guidebook confirms they've got the combined power of a star. That's right, Ninjago's got that epic lore too.
Furthermore, Tahu's fire can reportedly melt any known substance. Giving benefit of the doubt and taking this literally, the material with the highest known melting point in the universe is tantalum hafnium carbide, an extremely rare compound that NASA likes to test rockets with because it doesn't melt until around 4,000 degrees Celsius. Extremely impressive.
Yeah, but when you're talking stars, melting point kind of goes out the window.
Indeed, initiating stellar fusion requires temperatures in excess of 4 million degrees. Far higher than anything Tahu has generated or survived. Certainly capable of overwhelming him, even with all his defenses.
So the Red Ninja is bringing in a whole lot more firepower.
While it's possible Tahu's wider arsenal could land a victory, Kai's significant advantages in speed and power means he wins this more often than not.
Kai took fire to a whole new level, and Tahu just had to let go.
The winner
Yep.
is the Red Ninja, Kai.
Next time on Death Battle.
Who's next? Shadow? Versus Mewtwo again?
Subscribe and join as a member to see more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
They're redoing Shadow versus Mewtwo, huh? But, yeah, look, I knew they were gonna fucking have Ninjago win. I knew that was gonna happen. But still, I was hoping that they were gonna be nice and go, you know what, actually, Bionicle is much better. Let's give it the win. Oh, well. I'll see you guys.